Hello everyone, welcome to the formal part of the evening, the start of the awards. Has everybody seen their programme for the evening?
Yes.
You may have already identified that there's some awards on here that enable us to take the piss out of Sharon. And there's some serious awards at the same time.
Can I just say we might be taking the piss out of David because this has just fallen off his trousers. So you
know that clip where you just sort of, boys, you have to sort of clip your trousers in, it's just fallen off. So
B+.
There's plenty of time. The first award this evening is called the Chelsea Box Award, and Sharon knows what's coming here, but we couldn't have Sharon tonight without talking about this evening. Sharon, you've had many amazing nights over the years, but never has one night produced so many stories as one particular night as when we went to take clients to the box at Chelsea.
It's true.
We knew we were taking a risk when Sharon said to me, David, she said, let's not bring the usual big franchise customers, and this will tell you how old the story is. She said, let's invite some of our large spot customers, the guys who pay cash every week. She said to me, let's invite them because it will mean so much to them. Little did we know quite how much it would mean to them. The match at Chelsea was a European tie back in 2004. For football fans among you, and you may not even know this, Sharon, it was Chelsea v Porto, and the manager of Porto was Mourinho, and they actually won the cup that year. And it was a boring 0-0 game, but that's the football there. So what happened that evening? Basically, it was an evening tie, but these clients, they'd never been invited to a corporate evening before, so they all got, they all knew each other. They rang each other up. We didn't know this. They met at lunchtime in London and started drinking at lunchtime. They were in great humour when they arrived. One guy I remember walked into the box and went, Chelsea! So at this stage, Sharon popped out the box to do something, and I said to the guys, right, guys, what we normally do is we all put a tenner in, and we have a sweepstake to guess the score at half time and full time. Excuse my language tonight. They went, fuck off, we're not doing that. We're going to do the size of Sharon's tits. I said, you can't do the size of, this literally, the guy gets a bit of paper. Hang on, guys, back in the room.
I am not in the room, fortunately, to hear.
Sharon is not in the room at this stage. I'm now thinking, shit. So the guy gets a bit of paper and he writes 34, 36, 38, 40, and then it was like options of B, C, D, whatever. They all got their tenors out, and round about this time, Sharon walks back in the box. I said, Sharon, they don't want to play the normal game. And she said, what do you mean? And I said, they want to do the size of your breasts. And Sharon went, boys! And I remember they all lined up like this, and you went, you were going to have to behave. But they still went ahead. They had the game, and fair play to you. One guy won 80...
the size of my tits.
One guy won 80 quid for getting it right. The funny thing is, all these years later, he should give his money back because he didn't know that. At this stage as well, Sharon spoke to them about their behaviour during the evening and explained that they weren't allowed to drink during the actual match itself. But what she would do is we could order lots of drinks before the game started, and they could hide them beneath the box. So one guy said, "All right, I'll have 8 pints." And so Sharon said to him, "This is absolutely serious." Sharon said to him, "No, it's only drinks until half time." He said, "I know, I'll have 8 pints." But he then proved to Sharon that he could drink 8 pints in the first half. It was quite unbelievable. I should say at this stage of the evening, I made a mistake and thought, I'll try and keep up with the clients. Just bear that in mind at this point. At the end of the game...
we nearly fell out.
At the end of the game, I'll skip to the end of the game, Sharon went out to pay the bill. And this is when it really started. The guys seemed pretty excited. They were now really quite pissed. And one of the guys goes over to the telly, and he puts the music channel on, and then he gets the controls and he puts it on full volume. They then, literally, they grabbed 2 of the waitresses, they brought them into the box, but then they had to stop Sharon getting back in the box. So they boarded up the door with furniture, and I think it was like a vending machine. So Sharon couldn't get back in, the 2 waitresses couldn't get out, and the party started. So we all started dancing, me and the clients, and I'm out of it. And Sharon comes back from paying the bill. He's outside the door saying, "Open this door!" And everyone's
stone cold sober.
Well, no, you
Of
won't.
course.
Oh, right. Compared to you lot, and the bloody frog marched you out that place and didn't get that.
Basically, eventually Sharon convinced them to open the door and let them back in, and the waitresses out again before we got in serious trouble. But it was one hell of a party. Sharon at this point said to them, "Okay, that's funny, but you've had loads to drink, guys. But if you promise to behave, well, do you want to carry on drinking?" And they said, "Yeah, of course we do," sort of thing. So we agreed a pub that we would take them to across the road. So Sharon and I sort of go across to this pub, and we sit there waiting for them. And for a while they didn't turn up, and we're thinking, there's no way those boys didn't want to carry on drinking. Something's going on. And after what seemed a few minutes, they all came in the door like giggling schoolboys, but they were holding something behind their backs. And they were like coming in like this, and by now they were having such fun with Sharon. In fairness to you, you were taking it all in the right spirit. What they'd done to wind Sharon up, they'd all gone to a local newsagent's, and they'd all bought a copy of Exchange and Mart. So all of a sudden they started reading the Exchange and Mart in the pub. And,
Great publication.
But then, because underneath it, they thought Sharon was fabulous and they were absolutely loving the evening. They then all got together, and inside a pub, they started ripping up the Exchange and Mart. They put them in like a pile on the floor and started a bonfire in the pub. just to burn.
They actually started a bonfire in a pub.
And they lit it, and obviously they had to, just to show Sharon, we love you really. So I know we bought the Exchange and Mart, we're going to burn them. And eventually some of them went, but we took some of them onto a club. And by this stage, these guys, you know what it's like, guys, they were so drunk, they thought that every attractive woman was after them. And but they were so drunk, they just didn't realise they were prostitutes who were coming up to them. They're saying to Sharon and I, "Oh, well, she really fancies me, she's coming on to me." We're thinking, "Oh my God." And eventually we got away from them. But it was an incredible evening, and one of the great nights of your time. And in all seriousness, Sharon handled it amazingly. And years later, these customers will still ring up and say, "When you invite us to the box again?" Never. So just a bit of fun, but there's your certificate for the Chelsea Box Award.